my game crashed. It just stopped working in the middle of the story. Hopefully, it won't stop working in the middle of the story again. Hopefully, we can finish this and we'll be fine. Thankfully, I didn't have to start the battle scene again. It just started right here. So I guess we can continue on from where we left off. Fingers crossed, right? Wish me luck, guys.
Lady Kuching, these two strange people suddenly appeared. They seem to have designs on the Guizhong ballista.
Who are you calling strange?
You know what's strange? Game crashing.
You want to go to the Jade Chamber? Who are you?
I am your father.
We're invited guests here to look for the
That's what I said
Loli
last time, right?
Qixing. Who are you?
I'm trying to make it seamlessly.
Well, as it happens, I am one of the Liyue Qixing.
Who?
I'm Kuching, the Yuheng of the Qixing. I know of you, traveler. You're Ningguang's guests, yes? Didn't expect to meet you here in the mountains.
Wow. Paimon didn't think we'd meet some super rich big shot out here in the middle of nowhere either.
The Guizhong Ballista in Tianheng Pass has long been in disrepair, and yet it was fixed in a single night. I came here to investigate that occurrence. These Millilith are just here to guard the scene, not to arrest anyone.
So this was all a misunderstanding? Paimon never would have thought.
Thinking isn't that hard, Paimon.
Anyway, for a mortal to be able to repair an Adepti mechanism is quite the mystery, even to the Qixing.
That was...
Shh, don't complicate it.
Huh? Oh, right. So, Lady Yuheng, might you have any idea why Lady Tianquan invited us to go to the Jade Chamber?
Just call me Kuching.
Ka-ching.
I'd say that Ningguang's purpose is to request that the savior of Mondstadt take a more neutral stance. Or at least, to not wholly side with the Adepti.
We're not taking sides. We spoke with the Adepti. They want to protect Liyue as well.
When you say protect, you're referring to their sanctimonious arrogance, aren't you?
Huh?
You are mortals, and thus under their protection. There was no way they would have regarded you as someone with the ability to assassinate a god. Naturally, they would also regard Ningguang's locking down the area, questioning the citizenry, and pursuit of the assassin to be pointless work. Perhaps they even wonder if there might be a cover-up. I'll say it like it is. They're underestimating us.
Well, you've got a point there. Still, this is the first time Paimon's seen a person from Liyue who doesn't respect the gods or the Adepti.
Should I respect the shallow sense of time and condescension to mortals that has caused them to delay in moving against us, Qixing? Forget it. I shouldn't speak of them this way. This skepticism is mine alone, and Ningguang does not share it.
I found the first atheist.
Either way, I will admit that the actions of the Adepti this time were quite restrained. Rex Lapis's death is indeed an extraordinary circumstance. But to think that they would call for a council of Adepti rather than come down here directly. How surprisingly civilized of them.
Ningguang would prefer to negotiate,
Well,
wouldn't
for
she?
Ningguang, she would talk anything and everything out if she could. But I doubt we can do that here. The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
Another super bold statement.
I'll stop here. Honestly, I hadn't intended to say so much. But you're a good listener, traveler. You should both be off to the Jade Chamber. Don't be late now. Ningguang's schedule is packed to the gills all the way till next year. The cream of Liyue's mercantile crop all see ascending to the Jade Chamber as the greatest honor. Each brings rich gifts as they visit, all to curry a little favor with Ningguang.
Favor?
Paimon, get serious.
Wait, that's right. Greeting gifts are a staple of Liyue's culture. We need to get one. Not to curry favor or anything, just to respect Liyue's culture.
Ah, so eager.
Alright. You can decide on your greeting gift yourselves. Let me tell you how to get to the Jade Chamber first. You didn't actually have to come to Mount Tianheng. Go back to Liyue Harbor. Find a guide at the Yuehai Pavilion, and... well then. May we meet again, traveler.
I don't
Well,
know.
that
What was the
Yuehai
correct
may
path?
not respect the gods, but Paimon thinks she's a pretty cool person.
She made some good impressions on me too.
What should we give to Ningguang when we see her?
You really have shit to focus, haven't you,
Oh,
Paimon?
right! Paimon dreamed of an amazing snack last night. Sugar-frosted slime! Paimon has a feeling that it would be perfect for a super rich person like Ningguang.
Paimon.
Why don't we go with that for a gift?
And how would we make this thing you dreamed
With
of?
a certain boom shakalaka, of course. Let's go gather ingredients. Time waits for no one, and neither will our riches.
No riches for you. Alright. So, where are we going? To look for these ingredients, huh? Just down the road. Oh, it seems like we're one short. Where's the other ingredient? Alright, guys. You get your swords and bombs ready. Because we're about to gather some ingredients. From Fatui guards, I guess. Hi, Sonic. Bye, Sonic. Down. Down, down, down. Slimes. There's some slimes over there. Give me a slime.
Emoji smiling face with open mouth and tightly closed eyes.
Ooh, look at that slime. It looks crystal clear. Very delicious.
Welcome back.
That's the one.
Come here. One ingredient now. Wait. Tasty slime condensate. Hang on, Mr. Fly. I don't want to fight. I just want ingredients.
Da-da-da.
Is this the place
Huh?
where we
Is
get
it
ambushed?
just Paimon? Or is there a sweet fragrance in the air? Huh? Did you hear that?
Sounded like somebody was singing. Because I
No,
didn't hear it. No.
that was definitely someone in trouble. It came from those ruins over there. Uh-oh.
No.
It looks like the treasure hoarders have locked someone inside.
Treasure hoarders? Huh. Usually there's some Fatui guards here. I guess not this time. Come here. How would you like to be locked inside some explosions? Oh, there's some Fatui guards over there. Let's go. No, no. Bad dog. Bad dog. What is that guy doing? He just guarded him. He's standing over there. Oh, he's finally seen me. Come here. Go away. Hey. Nice. I don't know where you are. Maybe.
You're open.
No, you're open. carriage key. I can't grab this. Ooh. Some extra long ingredients. Ming dang.
Thank you for your help, kind travelers. If you hadn't come to my aid, I surely would have rotted in this cell.
Problem.
Those treasure hoarders. When their mood was good, they'd rearrange those pots of sweet flowers. When they were in a bad mood, they'd rearrange my face.
Aw, it was nothing.
Oh.
No need to thank us all at once or anything.
I understand. Don't worry. I will compensate you both.
There's really no...
Don't say that. I only escaped this predicament because of you. I'm Meng Dan, a supplier for
Meng Dan.
Mingxing jewelry in Liyue Harbor. I often walk around these mountains in search of antiques. I never expected that those treasure hoarders would have their eyes on the same ruins that I had. Before I knew it, they'd caught and imprisoned me. Is there anything that you lack? Antiques, treasure, various knickknacks, you name it. Well, as long as you want what I have to offer, of course.
Your goodwill is good enough for me,
Wait a
sir.
moment. Actually, we are looking for something.
Oh? And what might that be?
Do you have a box that can store presents? We'd like a pretty one. The kind that you can use to store snacks.
Of course we do. How can one sell antiques without gift boxes? At Mingxing Jewelry, we have the best gift wrapping service in the 7 nations.
Oh, Mingxing Jewelry is the sponsor.
Now just give me a moment and I'll let the boss know. You can go see her whenever you require that box.
Great! Paimon's sugar frosted slime now comes in a beautiful package.
Yes, it does. It probably tastes like crab too. Especially if I'm gonna cook it. Which one's closer? I think this one's closer. No, this one's closer. Let's go to this one. Because we'll probably have to go down anyways. Into the stove to cook this stuff. This gross, nasty thing that she's thinking of cooking up. Huh. Ooh. I wonder where my other video go. My other video disappeared, guys. I can't find it. I can't find it. It's gone forever. Gone forever. Whoop. Whoop. Whoop.
Jewelry's out of stock, but we have some new items in.
What you got for me?
Hey there! A guy called Meng Dan told us that we could get a nice and shiny box from your store.
Nice and shiny.
Uncle Meng already told me about it. Thank you both for saving him.
You're very
Many
welcome.
of the best goods in our store were found by Uncle Meng. If anything were to happen to him, it would be impossible for us to continue doing business.
Ah, businesswoman
Here,
indeed.
this container is itself an antique, with at least 140 years of history. It's already been cleaned. Will it do?
Yep. It's great! Hang on a moment. Could we borrow one other thing?
Oh? What was that?
Sure. Please help yourselves, as long as it's on our shelves.
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome.
Travel?
If we use an antique as our mixing bowl, we should be able to make a great snack. It's done! The one and only sugar-frosted slime! Carefully now. Into the box it goes and dust it over with a bit more powdered sugar.
Oh, yes. You might want to use these 2 freshly picked flowers as decorations, too.
Woohoo! It looks beautiful!
Gorgeous. Look at that box. I'm still not sold on this gift idea.
Now that we've put all all that we've got into this box, let's go to the Jade Chamber to see Ningguang.
I guess we're going to engage. Oh, what was that? That was creepy. Did you guys see that?
Jewelry's out of stock, but we have some new items.
Jesus. That was some creepy shit. This game has the most creepy camera angles in the world. That is some creepy stuff. Don't mind me. I'm just looking inside this horror show. Where am I supposed to go? To go up there? Ah, I remember I'm supposed to climb this long ass pillar. That's how us common folk do it. We usually just climb on up long ass pillars to get to where we want to. Yep. This is how we do it. Is it up there? Yes, it is. You know, I haven't visited this place since Rex Lapis had been murdered over here. I really didn't bother coming back. So I might have hidden treasures over here that I haven't seen, or I probably don't. Can I go in? No. Can I go in? No. Is there a treasure? No. Oh. Didn't miss out on anything. I'm just gonna ride away. Maybe it's behind here? Nope, no treasures behind here either. Why now? Guess I'll talk to that guide over here. Boy?
According to Kuching, this is what we should say. Excuse me, do you sell the moon here?
Yes. How many would you like?
It's not convenient to speak of numbers here.
Ah, well said. Please, use this to ascend to the chamber. Yes, speaking of which, are you two the guests that Lady Ningguang has arranged to meet with today?
Yes.
And yet
That
the
is
code
us.
they used was not the one for guests, but for the Yuheng. What's going on here?
Oh, you're about to find out, my guy. Are we teleporting? Is that where now? Ka-ching.
I've been waiting for you, returnee from Joyun Karst.
It's Ningguang!
My pal.
Since this is our first meeting,
My boy.
we've prepared a gift. I hope you like it.
Oh, for me. You have my thanks. It seems that I have made things difficult for you, considering that you were supposed to be my guests.
Oh no, it's nothing.
It's my first time coming to a place this high up. No, nice palace. This Jade
I'm glad
Chamber.
you like it too.
Jade Chamber.
This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain. From this vantage point, one may survey all of Liyue. I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchant's craft. And since becoming the Tianquan, I have spared no effort in hiring the best craftsmen to constantly extend it. At first, it was but the size of one room. Now, it is large enough to blot out the moon in the skies above Liyue. One day, I believe it will overshadow all 7 nations.
So you plan on building Liyue this high up?
Not many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade Chamber. But I have been in correspondence with the acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, who spoke highly of you.
highly of me, huh?
As such, I have been putting eyes and ears out ever since you reached Liyue.
What?
And I finally got wind of your movements when you were on the way to Wangshu Inn.
Wait! Was Vergoldet one of your people?
Just Vergoldet? No. Everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours.
Oh, we're being spied. Wait. Why did Paimon scream blurred out like that? I know what that spells. We also ran into the UN not long ago.
At the Guizhang Ballista, yes?
Yes.
You weren't peeking on us from the skies the whole time, were you?
No, she was.
I fear that peeking would have been a little difficult from this altitude. Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people, after all. It would be natural to take an interest.
Ching, sut, that the ching ching would not wish ill on Rex Lapix.
Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti. The reason I invited you here was to clear up some misunderstandings.
What are we misunderstanding? The Fatui are the bad guys? Guys, I understand that very well. Before I speak to you, my lord, right? That's the feminine way of saying my lord. My lord, I must explore this flying castle in search of I've yet to go over there. Is that new? Did they just add that, or have I been ignoring it? Friend, you probably went there exploring. Is that area new, or did they add it with this new castle that wasn't here either? 'Cause I'm pretty sure this castle was here. I've seen all the floating islands, and this one wasn't it. I can't talk to this guard. I can talk to all the other guards. What's wrong with that guy? Okay, which the north? The north is this way. See that island? I thought that's where we were going. Why did Ningguang? Oh, thank you, friend. I was freaking out. I was like, I don't remember exploring that area over there. How
To
come?
everyone inside just in case.
Just in case?
Oh.
Yeah. But I thought we were visiting that thing. When they talked about floating islands, I was like, oh yeah, we're visiting that floating island I've seen so many times. But no, nope, still there.
We'll get there eventually.
Yeah, probably at the end. Can I go inside here? I can enter. I can enter it. Let's see what this place holds for us. And then, after we talk to every single person, then we will talk to my pal, my friend, Mrs.
Probably
Lord
when you become the
herself.
god.
Probably when I become the god, indeed. So yeah, then we'll talk to Ningguang about whatever it is
How far are you
she's
going
to us.
today?
I'm going as far as my eyes allow me. Why? Are you going to sleep? I can't talk to anybody here. These people won't talk to me. But look at this beautiful palace. Look at this place. This is Sophistication Station. This is some fancy stuff. I can't open any doors, but man, this is fancy. I'm guessing this is where she sits down, and oh, customs of loot. I'll steal
I want
them.
to see your reaction to something.
Ah, Are you expecting me to react to stuff? That's awfully bold of you to assume I'll react to things. Neatly stacks. Yep. Calligraphy. Okay. These people won't talk to me either. I sense a vow of silence.
Oh, you will to that one thing.
A vow of silence. You're very confident that I'll react. Hopefully I'll react. I mean, I like reacting to stuff, but I usually don't. My reactions are usually just
Do the mission first.
being bland. Let's do the mission first. So you don't want me talking to people? They don't want to talk to me anyways. Okay. This loading screen is eternal. Oh, it's already 1 o'clock in the morning.
If your experience is like mine, you will have multiple reactions.
I'm guessing you already did all these missions, didn't you? Can I talk to anyone? Buy one? Buy she? It won't let me talk to them. Welcome to the Journey Chamber. How may I be of service? Hello, who are you? I am Lady Ning's bodyguard. Traveler? What business brings you here? What can you tell me about physical training? Oh, are you interested in training too? Perhaps you should find a place to do some sparring one of my days off. Although my role in the military is mostly an administrative one, I still prefer to stay fighting fit when I can. That's why I often take odd jobs involving physical labor, a little extra muscle mass where it counts, don't you think? Oh, you know what I forgot? Before I continue doing this, I forgot to claim my mission stuff. So I guess you're gonna have to excuse me because for some reason the broadcast gets cut off in this area, even though it's public domain thing, because this is just a mission thing that you do. I just need to claim it because I don't have any more to go off with, because if I don't claim that before it expires at 4 in the morning, I'm gonna be in trouble. Oh yeah, these ladies, twinsies, won't talk to me. Will you talk to me, Mr. Card? Nope. It's only in England.
I believe that you've heard of the Archon War.
That rings a bell.
Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did not abate until 2,000 years ago. Much blood was shed, and many lives were lost.
Are you sure it was 2,000 years ago and not 2,020 years ago? Is this the future?
In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Teyvat. They built cities and nations on the corpses of the vanquished, and thus began the era of the 7.
Oh yes.
You can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust. It is no natural rock formation. Those are giant spears of rock hurled by Rex Lapis during the war. Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days, gods that failed to seize the title of Archon. Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the 7 changed over the last 2 millennia. Rex Lapis's passing is an unimaginable disaster for Liyue, but the Order of the 7 will not collapse simply because of that. Another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later. Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis? When that time comes, the relationship between the people of Liyue and the gods and Adepti will surely be different from before. Even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain Rex Lapis's former subjects. Do you really think us capable of having played a part in his demise? Of lacking the foresight to see the certain repercussions? That day at Yujing Terrace, it was also very sudden. Even I was caught completely off guard. You were there. You, no doubt, saw. But our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. If we do not act against them now, they will surely gain the upper hand. Hiding the Exuvio was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative back, to play the spider while our foes scurry about.
Who's this enemy you're talking about?
It's probably the Fatui.
What do you think, Traveler?
Huh?
Oh, sorry.
What are you two talking about?
I didn't even read what I answered.
Well answered.
What did I answer, Frank?
The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little strong. Our preparations to receive guests within are complete. So please, this way.
That way it is. Sorry, I was cleaning my glasses, so I didn't see what I answered there. So I'm not really sure what just happened. I answered correctly though, apparently. Okay. I'm still cleaning my glasses though, because they get really greasy.
I died. Laugh.
Why'd you die? No, I really don't know what I answered.
Wowee! What a huge hall! Paimon's never seen such a fancy place before.
Fancy. Fancy smash. I can see again. I think. Alright. I like to try out the ponds before I go anywhere.
Be at ease, you two. Make yourselves at home if you wish.
If I wish.
Can we really?
There goes Paimon.
I have invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over to play, our enjoyment comes first. Naturally.
Oh no, my glasses are still dirty. Now they have specs on it. Oh god damn it.
Ooh! Isn't this that legendary wall?
Why, you've kept your ear to the ground, I see.
Oh, that's the thing you wanted me to react to? And I completely did not see it.
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it. Everyone's after a piece of paper from that wall. It's super famous.
I'm just confused to how does she know that it's him?
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets.
Because we already knew that it's
Merchants have always been attracted to secrets. But the secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you, are they, Traveler? You're rather special, really, and I think you're quite aware of that. If possible, I'd like to have your trust.
You cannot.
But if you were to choose the more trustworthy person between myself and Kuching...
well, between your orthodoxy and her heterodoxy, I'd go with Kuching and her skepticism of the divine. No.
You'd pick Kuching? Nah, I had a feeling.
Know that not
I
one of
originally
them.
thought her a bit too hard-headed. With someone of her character on the Qixing, I've had some extra messes to clean up behind the scenes. But after she said those words, The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
No future at all.
Well, I must say that quite a few of my doubts have been dispelled. I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But, for Liyue's sake, we cannot allow ourselves to be shackled by rumors of our usurpation of power. Indeed. It seems that you understood what I meant to say from the very beginning.
I did it again, friend. I answered something without
I
looking
called
at
for
it.
the gag order and for the exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize the situation, and also to prevent something similar to the incident in Mondstadt. With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their diplomatic remit. Allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy some time for us to take control of Liyue's administration.
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Qixing only provided the venue for the rite so they could use us for their own ends. Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends, could I say one other thing?
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return.
Wow.
So, does that include us?
Really, Paimon?
It's all right. I like direct people. Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently. How about this? You can pick any one object here as you please, and you may take it with you.
Yay! Paimon was
There was
just
only
waiting
one
for you
option.
to say that. Let's see, what should we get? One of the sheets on that wall. Don't look at Paimon like that. One of these sheets of paper will sell for crazy prices, even if it's only as large as Paimon's fingernail. Just imagine how much more a whole untorn sheet would sell for. Let's grab one, the biggest one.
Man. One of those sheets? If it's more we're after, I'm
Well,
down.
that was an easy search. The biggest sheet is right up there in the most obvious spot. Let's go with that one. La 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 la. Let's see what's written on it. Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Oh, could it be treasure? Whatever it is, it better make us filthy rich. Let's see what's written over here. Sigil of permission, something, something, Fatui, research, copy. Huh? Aw, that doesn't sound like treasure at all.
It sounds like she was trailing us.
This piece of paper shows that a Qixing spy discovered traces of classified Fatui research on the Sigil of Permission. Oh, Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to all kinds of mischief in the shadows of Liyue. Spreading rumors, wanting to get their hands on the Archon's body and whatnot. But research on the Sigil of Permission? Paimon wonders what they're up to. Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the Sigil of Permission. Seems there's still more for us to find out.
More? It's all still unfolding a little too perfectly. Ningguang is clearly trying to steer us there.
Oh, you really think so? Well, should we not go then?
No, what I mean is...
Oh, so you're saying that it's precisely because we can't completely trust Ningguang that we should confirm the truth of what she says for ourselves.
Yes.
That's way out of Paimon's league. Paimon thinks she's been nothing but good to us. Anyway,
course,
we'll see
Paimon.
if you're onto something.
You
Before we
gullible
look for Zhongli at
dish.
Dihua Marsh, let's go to the place marked out on these papers and see if the Fatui really are up to no good there.
She's one gullible roast. Bashao, welcome. Is there anything I can do for you? Hello. Welcome, I am Lady Ningguang's secretary. You can call me Bashao. Bashao. What can you tell me about the Jade Chamber? The Jade Chamber is where Lady Ningguang holds court. Here, she gathers information and makes important decisions. From here, there is no matter in Liyue, great or small, that she cannot oversee, nor can any rumor escape our eyes or ears. Forgive me for being unable to say more. Alright then, keep your secrets. Can I talk to people now? Or was it just her?
This gives good market insight.
Alright. Let's head to the mission stuff. Bro. Man, I wonder where this path is gonna lead us to. I feel like since this is some Chinese stuff, it's not really Japanese, there cannot be any tentacle monsters in this area. Right? I hope so. My city reputation. I wonder if in the PS5 it completely takes away this loading screen. Since they said that they were getting rid of that. Can I really see all of leeway from here? Let's see.
Play the game, laugh.
Play the game. You don't tell me what to do. I'm trying to see all of leeway from here. Alright, I'm gonna teleport myself because I will definitely not make it gliding. So here we go again with this big ass loading screen that's gonna take forever. What do you guys want to talk about while this game loads? I want to talk about tentacle monsters, waifus. Let's not talk about lollies because I feel like that's not a subject we should talk about. I mean, it is on my title, but it's because my lollies are super powerful, which is Klee and Kiki. They're super powerful. They're open. Okay. Hey, my pals, the Fatui, are right over in this area.
Fatui at the location written down on this piece of paper.
Yep.
And they look really mad at us too.
Hey, this is my pal, Mr. Hydra. He likes to oh, bad idea. He likes to heal him, so I like to take him out first. I don't care about the other ones because this guy's dead. Hey. This guy likes to shield up. So let's take him out second. Smash. I blew myself. Oh Jesus, I'm about to die.
Go. Opening box for the dead tricks.
Are you not first, my guy? Are you not first? That this is it. You see what I mean when I tell you that every time you're doing like a main mission kind of thing, they do not drop any treasure, and I do not like that. Because I mean, you're already going through something. This guy didn't even see it. You're already going through so much trouble to kick some ass, and they're not dropping some prizes. I need some good prizes, my guy. He melted into the wall. That poor guy. I'm going back to the top of it. Now, what is following me? Oh, it's the plant thing. this guy has no clue I'm over here. Oh wait. That's the guy I had to defeat. He was up there. And now he's down here. Damn it.
Get out of my way!
I did get out of here, bro. That's it. Hi, girl.
Life goes on.
502. Sounds a lot like Banjo.
This should be fun.
It is pretty fun. Look at that. I'm having a blast. Get it? Guess I'm blasting you.
My work. Finished.
Not gonna drop anything from me. I wanted some prizes. Is this what I'm supposed to do? Investigate the factory. Yes. Let's examine this big
There are
ass
so
crate.
many talismans here. And some stacks of blank paper too. What are they for?
Maybe they're trying to reproduce a
I haven't
talisman.
seen this pattern before. But where? Oh, Paimon knows.
Where?
It looks just like the sigil of permission the child gave you. But how did a relic of the Adepti end up in the hands of someone like Child? Suspicious.
It's not just a relic.
Oh, that's right. Cloud Retainer said that when the Lord of Geo created the Sigil of Permission, it wasn't to be used as some old relic. Talismans like that were once used in the Archon War to channel divine powers. Maybe the Fatui are copying the Sigil of Permission in hopes of achieving a similar effect.
Oh, they're
Being
trying to
able
be
to
OP.
channel divine power in battle? Whew, that sounds pretty dangerous.
Maybe this paper is only a snippet of a much bigger plan.
The plot thickens.
Yes, it
We'll
does.
need to keep an eye on Child, that's for sure.
I've been suspicious of that
That's
guy
enough
for a
sticking
long
around
time.
here. We gotta go meet up with Zhang Li soon. The last stop on our rite of parting preparations tour is Dihua Marsh. Let's
To the
go.
Dihua
Paimon
March
hates being
mobile.
late.
Paimon hates being cooked, slowly roasted. Where are we going? Dihua March? Damn, that's far away. Damn, I hate walking so much. Why do I hate walking so much, man? It's awful. I'm telling you guys, they need a horse. They need a flying Pegasus. Since we got these floating islands, they need a Pegasus in this game. Or a unicorn with wings. Just look at all the running I have to do. Look at all these running, and I get tired. I get tired, my man. Running like this? Can't be doing that. Legs of steel, though. And them legs. Strong AF. Alright. I've arrived to my destiny. Who the hell is that? Is that Sean Lee? Is that you, Sean Lee? Woo. Hello, my good sexy man.
Right on time. I myself only arrived moments ago.
Oh.
Did you enjoy your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Geo Archon. I was gonna say Jesus, but that doesn't exist.
It was so big and pretty and expensive. Paimon's never seen such a fancy schmancy place before.
Indeed. It's second to none in all of Liyue. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust?
You did.
What did you talk about with her?
Business
She's
professor.
super rich and so generous. Paimon thinks she's very friendly.
Business people are always friendly when it's just their
Her take
interest.
on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. She thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is more trustworthy than her.
Oh. So you also met with Keqing then? What did she have to say?
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
All of the future.
No respect for the divine. Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing, Ningguang is more of a businesswoman at heart, though they are both members of the Qixing. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intentions.
Ningguang is highly intelligent and highly ambitious.
Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. No ordinary person could ever achieve that. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her. Even if she ever gave up the position of Tianquan, she would never give up the Jade Chamber.
The Jade Chamber is only second. What's the most important thing to her then?
Why, Mora, of course.
Ah, yes.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis was murdered, the Fatui have constantly been trying to sink their fingers into Liyue, and that they aren't to be trusted.
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise me in the least.
And now they're trying to reproduce the sigil of permission.
No matter what they may be planning, you must be careful when dealing with the Fatui. Always be on your guard.
I don't know, Charlie. You seem to be friends with
Is there
Child.
anything we need to get for the rite of parting in
I
Dihua
don't
Marsh?
trust Child.
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Today, we'll be gathering wild glaze lilies.
Glaze lilies?
I'm gonna be
But why did we
scavenging.
come all the way out here? Doesn't the garden in Yujing Terrace have some? Even Qingsa Village has glaze lilies. Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is always tending to flowers. Maybe we could ask her.
No. Those lilies have all been gardened by people. They won't do it all. Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is a sort of joyful flower that listens to human song. Before the Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war caused landslides, and the land was flooded, turning it into the marsh you see now. Nearly all the glaze lilies were wiped out. Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved and gardened by people in the city. But very few people know that glaze lilies may still be found in the wild. Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. If we want to follow the true tradition of the rite of parting, we must grind up the wild lilies and place the powder in a censer of everlasting incense. But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers.
You mean you need me to pick them?
No, I need you to sing to them. Singing to the flowers will make them more fragrant.
Oh.
So how good is your singing?
I'm a pro. Just step back and listen.
Why doesn't Paimon believe?
We'll only know once she starts singing.
Oh yes. Here I go, guys. Alright, what do you want me to sing? I guess I should sing some Puerto Rican classic music. Dale, no seas tímida, rompe abusadora. Rompe el suelo con la batidora.
It's time to sing whenever you're ready. Da 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 da.
Oh, that's not the song that I would have chosen.
What happened? These flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because they sang a song to Mondstadt that they don't understand Liyue?
These flowers are angry because she didn't sing some Bad Bunny. Si tu gato te dejó sola. Oh no. Y quiere que te busque ahora. That's not Bad Bunny. I'm only making them angry. Mándame location, baby, Laura. Excuse me, sir. There we go.
Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
Those flowers put up quite the
This
fight.
little monster is known as a whopper flower.
A whopper flower.
Strange. These petals look interesting. The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal value. Let's collect what we can of these petals.
Well, that's nice and all, but will those petals be useful for the rite of parting?
Are we gonna revive the Geo? icon?
Unfortunately, no.
That's so lame.
Excuse me.
Who is this?
Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Sure are,
Oh, hey! It's
Mrs. Demon.
what's her face? Paimon can't remember.
Me neither.
Hello, traveler. I'm surprised you still remember my name.
I really don't.
That reminds me. How was your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Beautiful.
It sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely I did.
Nope.
Nope, we found the way on our own.
Guess it was our fault for
Oh,
not asking.
I see. Uh-oh. I guess I really did forget to tell them.
Yes, you did, you cow demon girl.
Something seems a little off about Ganyu. She's acting different from the first time we met. Where's her serious attitude now?
Ah, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan. But now, I am simply out on a stroll to see the flowers.
You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not just enjoy the gardens of the city?
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled through those lonely gardens now, I wouldn't be able to bear it. Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I draw the windows to block my view of the gardens.
Oh, sorry. We shouldn't have brought it up.
No, it's quite all right. I just haven't processed my emotions yet.
So reacts only.
When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in Liyue and drink with Rex Lapis. But 5 of those original 7 had already passed before Rex Lapis. It's truly a changing of the guard.
Oh.
Yes. Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of Mondstadt remains of the first 7.
Wow, how did he manage that?
The other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2,000 years ago. Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro. He is merely 500 years old, whereas Rex Lapis was more than 6,000 years old at the time of his passing.
That's good to know.
This means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first founded 3,700 years ago. The city has never had to bid farewell to its deity.
So what do you
Sad
think of
story.
this farewell?
Huh? This is a little sudden. As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without Rex Lapis. But as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips with reality. Since Rex Lapis has passed, the time of Liyue's contract with the gods and Adepti has now reached its end.
Huh? Did you just say, as an Adeptus?
Yes, I am a mix of human and Chilean. Adeptus blood flows through my veins. I fought for Rex Lapis and the city of Liyue during the Archon War.
Damn.
After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. I've continued those duties to this very day.
So you're how old? That explains the forgetfulness.
Well, let's save that conversation for another day. You say that you are here looking for glaze lilies? I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found. See, I've just picked one myself. Here, you may have it if you wish.
Thank you.
We dare not refuse it.
Oh, So did you sing a song before you picked the lily?
Indeed, I did. I know this tradition well. In fact, I sang a local Liyue ballad to it.
Wow, so you really know your stuff too. Thanks, Gunyu.
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If not for this chance meeting, I never thought that I would be able to contribute to the upcoming farewell for our ancient lord. If you would excuse me, I should return to my work now. Good luck.
Goodbye, Ganju. I hope I won't forget
And that
you
just
next
about does it. Our preparations for the rite of parting are mostly finished. Given the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think this was a fitting end to our tasks, in more ways than one.
Zhongli, you seem suited to working in agricultural development.
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting a business in Liyue.
I've had enough ventures in my life already.
Are you a demigod too?
Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small amount of effort. And once business is at full steam, the stress of it all only wears away at you over time.
Yes.
So you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself. If left unchecked, the wear and tear on your heart may go well past mending.
Wow. See? Zhongli sounds like he's already seen it all. Alright, I think it's about time we head back to Liyue Harbor now.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if this guy's the Yu Archon. With his sexy ass looks. Alright. So I completely forgot about Gunju and meeting her. I am very forgetful of myself. I forget stuff. The only thing I remember about our missions in Liyue is the child was eavesdropping when Paimon said out loud where the exuma, the body of the Geo Archon is. So yeah, that's the only thing I remember. So we know that we're not gonna say goodbye to anybody. Or maybe the Geo Archon is still alive. You're still hoping, because I really wanted to meet him. Ask him about my missing brother. Hello, what is this? Are these Fatui people? What are all these Fatui doing here? Excuse me, sir. What are you doing Fatuing around here?
What happened? The city gate is swarming with Millilith and the Fatui?
Are we having a battle?
This atmosphere is highly abnormal. It seems as though something big has happened.
Oh.
We should ask around a little, just to be safe.
Alright, let's ask Felix. Felix Fatui.
Ah, you're the consultant to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Mr. Zhongli, I presume. The Millilith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times. We mustn't act rashly.
Desperate times?
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are finally on the move.
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them. Well, I say meet, but it's more like they're attempting to stall the Adepti outside the city. However, both sides were quite obstinate and hit an impasse.
It seems inevitable, given the current situation.
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo Archon. If the two sides come to blows, Liyue Harbor will be in no position to stop them.
Surely the Liyue Qixing are not the sort to give in so easily.
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands. Yet it's because of that obstinacy that mortals and Adepti are now on the verge of conflict.
And what now? How is it that the Fatui have come under fire?
That's all Ningguang's doing. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millilith must rein in the actions of the Fatui. Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? That's the Qixing for you. Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us. Don't let anyone catch you off guard.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Is there anything we can do?
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Or will you use your sword to turn the balance? Neither path is an easy one.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng funeral parlor has also been caught up in all of this. They're currently squaring off with the authorities at the gates.
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng funeral parlor. I hope that Master Hu has been able to keep things under control for the moment. Consider your next course of action carefully, traveler. If you're trying to prevent an explosion, it may be wisest to look for the fuse first.
I think we're all going to die.
Having connections with the Fatui seems to be quite the double-edged sword. So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse?
That ginger guy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. If
That
there's
seems
anyone
kinda
that wants to
racist.
see the whole city turned upside down, it's definitely him. He must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching to do something really bad. But where could we find him now? Where would he go at a time like this?
There's only one place you would go. And it's about to pop up on my map. Because I really have no clue where I'm going. Where am I going? Ah, that new spot out there. I think we're going to fast travel to the nearest point, which is this one. Point is the nearest. So let's travel there. Right, that was the nearest point. Or did I make a big mistake to find that ginger guy, Mr. Oh my God, I forgot his name again. Tartaglia? Tartalugia? I don't know. His name is very difficult for my brain to remember.
La la la.
Let's take a stroll around here. Hello, sir. Or ma'am. I don't know. Hello, are you aware that you guys are about to die? No? Okay. The end is nigh. Isn't this... what? There's two dogs over there. Is he following me? Oh, he's trying to eat me, isn't he? Can I pet you? Can I pet you? I cannot. I was trying to pet you. Oh my God. I didn't mean to. Come back here, dog. Oh, he died. He vanished. Ah, poor dog. I didn't want to blow him up. I just wanted to pet him. I hope these people know that they're about to die. How do you pet the dogs? Does anybody here know how to pet the dogs? Because I won't pet the dogs. I didn't want to blow the dog up. I wanted to pet him. I wanted to be his friend. I also wanted to tell him that he's about to die. That the world is coming to an end. Ah, look at this. Look at this big ass beautiful cake. Oh, why is it raining? No, don't rain. I liked the lighting before. Now it looks ominous. Like something bad's gonna happen. Mommy? Mommy? I'm trying to see if I find any treasures over here. Treasure? Treasure? It doesn't look like there's any treasure over here. Mom? Mom? Alright. Enter the house of what? The Golden Shadow. Your pursuit of the truth brings you to the very heart of the political storm that has been slowly brewing in Liyue Harbor. It is time to peer beyond the glittering gold and see what lurks in the shadow. Party level recommended 35. It's a good thing I'm party level 70 right now. Or else I wouldn't have made it. Hopefully I'll make it. I feel like I'm about to get smack daddy. Smack daddy all the way down. Hello? Mom, is this you?
Wow! This is the Golden House?
Oh, the Golden House.
It looked impressive enough from the outside, but who would have guessed that it was even fancier on the inside? And so full of Mora.
Look at all that more.
This is where all of Tivat's Mora is
It's
minted,
happening,
right?
laugh.
In that case, maybe they won't notice if a few Mora go missing.
Touch a single more and we're done for.
Oh, so it's a trap! Tricky, tricky.
It's all
Good
trap.
thing Paimon's got you here.
It's happening? Oh no.
But even if we can't take any,
Oh
we
no.
can still have a closer look, right? Or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora. It's like a dream come true.
We better check on the Exuvia first.
Oh, right. Back to business.
Back
It's
to
quiet. Too quiet.
Way
Surely
too quiet.
someone's gotta be guarding something as important as the Exuvia.
Nobody's home.
Look! What happened here?
They've been knocked
Paimon
unconscious.
smells trouble.
I smell
Quick,
my
we
armpits.
have to go make sure that the Exuvia is all right.
Is that the Exuvia? Oh damn, look at that dragon. It's beautiful. That's a beautiful dragon. Hey sir, no sleeping on the job. What is this? Piles of gold. Yes. Well, now's the time to take the Mora since all the guards are sleeping.
La la la.
Or dead.
La la la.
Mr. Exodia. Why are you... Where are you, first of all? Where are you, Mr. Exodia? Oh, look at this guard sleeping. Why are you dead, Mr. Exodia? Look how beautiful it is.
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble for today?
Huh? Who's there?
Oh, they're on to Paimon and her diabolical shit.
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way.
How did you find out it was here?
Where should I start? Well, I've never been one to beat around the bush, you know. But who could have possibly guessed that the god of Geo would mysteriously perish the very moment I arrived in Liyue, and that the Exuvia would subsequently be hidden away? If it weren't for that lovely little rite of parting ceremony you put together, it would have taken me a whole lot longer to get the information I needed. Stopping the Mora Mints, hiding away the Exuvia. The Chising are really pulling out all the stops this time.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
Of course.
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me anyway.
You're right.
The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to begin with. But I'm willing to do as the Tsaritsa deems fit. Either way, we now come to my favorite part. A simple pleasure, and one that I am oh so delighted to be sharing with you. The battle.
Battle?
Ding, ding.
So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
Yes, he is.
You could say that.
Da, da, da.
When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the sound of battle now, would she? When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes, and consider the consequences of her actions. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a Harbinger lies in crossing blades with strong opponents.
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen happen again.
Oh, so you intend to fight me?
I'll
Good.
fight you.
I won't kill you, Traveler. I'll just play along, to feel the thrill of battle. Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. But hey, try to relish the fight anyway, because if you ask me, without that, what else is there?
Well, we could be friends.
Fighting talk, I love it! Now let's see you live up to it.
I don't know about you. I've been dreading this moment since I met
This
you.
chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with the Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint. Try this.
I gotta try and dodge.
How unbecoming.
Oh no! Oh, I got hit. Never mind. I'm dead now. 4-0. Okay. Since I'm dead,
Sacred name, fortune
might as
preserver.
well go all out.
You've made some progress. Celestial Voyager!
And that thing's
Faster?
special.
Okay, faster.
Hey,
Life goes on.
you're using different special ability, my friend. Of course I'm gonna call it. Oh. So far this battle is too easy.
Passable effort.
Too
Not
easy.
bad, not bad.
Easier than I thought
You've
it
got
would.
a trick or two. Haha, good. No wonder Senora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger.
I don't want to fight you no more. You're no fun.
Raging Tide!
You're electric. You're supposed to take these hits like a man.
Get back!
Come here.
You've got some skills.
I'll protect.
Freeze him. Oh, he's not freezing him.
Faster? Okay.
Mr. McGuy? Stop.
Something else catch your eye? No use hiding back there.
Oh, nah. This guy. Are you dead now? Or do I have to defeat your fire form?
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get.
Oh, look, I have my animal powers. And my geo powers.
Avatar look for the win.
Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected. Well then, I'll be taking Morax's Gnosis now. I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, what is? So what's the hell is going on here? What the hell? Is this guy a fucking transformer? Oh.
Not that.
Tartaglia P11.
This is going to cost you!
And to think, Ningwen put me against this guy. So I'm prepared for this. I knew it was too easy. Alright, Mr. Children.
Go.
You got to the noses ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the gold medals to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the gnosis over, now.
There is no gnosis. I don't have it. I don't have it. Oh my god.
Faster.
There you go. Have some fire. Have some fire, my god.
La la la.
Oh no. Ah! You need to stop. This is bullying.
Let the show begin. Life goes on.
Come here. Come here. I'm about to elemental reaction your ass. Water, ice, and electricity. Come here.
I taste blood.
I taste defeat. This guy's summoning that freaking whale. Oh my god. Where's that power when we need it? Pretty sure your character can't do that. It'll be too OP. Oh yes. Oh no, I'm gonna get smacked. Got smacked. You killed my healer. You can't do that.
La la la. La la la.
I am about to wet your butt. Oh. About to wet your butt. Come here. Come here, baby. I wish I could dodge better. Because I heard somewhere that there's like a hidden achievement that if you dodge his attacks perfectly, you get an achievement thing. Oh, kick this ass.
Look, Child's back to normal again.
Well then, time to cool off. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity to think this through. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis. You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell you. We didn't take it.
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be?
Because I'm gradually restoring.
You already know the answer,
power.
don't you? I can see it in your eyes. But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend, even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that...
Rex
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least.
Oh my god.
It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts. As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this. I absolutely detest working with those who are weaker than I. The truth is, the world belongs to those of us who desire to become strong. I seldom willingly mingle with any dull and boring weaklings who think otherwise.
This guy.
Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyon's stone forest.
A god?
Osial,
Oh no.
Overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the Geo-Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath the waves by the Geo-Archon's stone spears ever since.
That sounds like tentacles to me.
If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, defenseless without the protection of its deity, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
Yes.
But
that's
the
what
Archon
gods do.
War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world now overseen by the Seven?
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Ah, so he was gonna revive some gods. I thought he was gonna revive Rex Lapis.
Those are sigils of permission! Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
You've been trying to dupe.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, breaking the subduing might of the Geo-Archon spears for a time should be no obstacle. Using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely against my principles. But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo-Archon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little more intriguing.
I'm about to become a god in this city because I'm pretty sure that Rex Lapis, wherever he's at watching, is not gonna give a damn. So I'm about to become Liyue's new god. I am Mondstadt's new god. Liyue's new. Oh, he's gonna awaken Kyogre? Jesus.
Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more?
Are you gonna
if
be
you wish to
Kyogre
drown
versus
together with the
Grotto?
people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Oh, guess I stay then.
Huh?
Get off.
He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on?
Alright. Oh look. The floating island is moving. There comes the tentacles. Dang. I hate tentacles. I don't understand how people are so into tentacles, but I am not. Not into tentacles at all. How do I get myself in this mess? How? Somebody explain it to me, please. I don't want to be the god. I just want more. I need money.
Paimon's exhausted. If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go. Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Liyue yet, has it?
Nope.
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Chising. Is the fighting over?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Liyue? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy. even from all the way out here.
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle. Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? Now that's scary. So will the power of the Chising, Millilith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is... not necessarily.
What? Wait, all of you are supposed to be the guardians of Liyue. Can't you think of something?
Nope.
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Chising did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong Ballista with one's own hands is here. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet, it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into an engine of war beyond your wildest thoughts.
I am not good with arrows or ballistas.
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now.
No, I don't want to fight. I'm loving the animations though. Is she an Adepti too? Get wrecked. Tentacles.
The Fatui! They're attacking the Guizhong Ballista!
I think I'd rather fight the tentacle monster now. That's a lot of freaking Fatuis.
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
Wait, where'd they go?
All able Millilith, with me!
Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced the god in several millennia. Let one see what you are made of then. What strength remains within you. One wishes to witness.
Come here. Come here, Buck. What are you doing? Over here.
Miscalculated.
Oh no, there's another one over here. Excuse me, sirs. Cannot be doing that. Cannot be doing that. It's not nice. Oh, I like this. These are a lot weaker Fatui than they should be, I guess. I like this. I'd rather you guys like this. How fast they're dying.
Looks like I went too far.
That's not because I'm old. Can't. Where's the rest of it, too?
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
Oh no. Gets hit on the first try.
Come on, we can do it!
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
Dang it. Dang you, Fatui. cannot keep this up.
La la la. Big gods attacking again. There are so many between two. We can't look.
Were you about to
Oh,
say
no.
we can't hold them, children?
What's that?
Don't lose heart. Here, take
This guy is about to destroy my tower.
That light from your body. It's like they tie in giant cars. Wow, it's
I
magic.
almost destroyed that tower.
This green is really strong.
Yes. Die. Stop being alive, please.
Sacred name. Fortune
Oh
preserver.
no. Who I used the fortune
Faster?
preserver on?
Okay, faster.
Nobody there.
With the blood
Yeah,
of
stop.
Achillean, I guard you
Gotta
against
stop.
evil. Cast your fear of injury by the wayside and fight with all your might. I too did this during the Archon War.
They're still alive, this guy.
So this is what Ganyu's like in a fight.
Okay, you should have used that all a long time ago.
Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast.
Gotta go fast, Sonic. Oh no. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Alright. But where do we gotta go fast to then?
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
We're about to find out what this adeptal enemy is all about. Excuse me. You cannot do that. I like this. I like this. Overpower.
I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Get wrecked. Gotta go fast. Can't be doing it.
Looks like
Can't be doing it. Oh, you're still alive. Excuse me, that tower does not need your bash.
This isn't good.
Oh no.
Sacred name. Fortune preserver.
Alright. Kill the chambers. Gotta blow them all off. I know, but oh my god, these guys are too much. Too much.
The Fatui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
Is that it? Can we watch the Adepti is gone? Look at the god. Being all dead and stuff. Yeah.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
Get wrecked. Look at that Kamehameha over there. Guys, dude, no chance.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
tentacle guys. Building up some Rasengan power over there. Hey look, it's the shooting star event. Red. Get red. Light it. Why are you saving me? Saving other people. I can probably lie myself to safety.
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
Oh no.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
No, not the Jade Chamber.
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
It's about to go down. That's gonna destroy the whole city. Oh no, not the Jade Chamber. Wait, can I visit the Jade Chamber now? Over there in the middle of the ocean? Hey, I'm just glad Mr. Tentacle Guy is dead. I was not expecting Mr. Tentacles over there. Nor was I expecting Mr. Child. Super overpower electric water form. It's not fair. I want to use triple combo moves, Geo, wind power kind of deal. Which I kind of did, but at the same time that was just animation. Maybe that's a hint, hint, wink, wink. Feature crossover between powers. You can fuse them and actually use one character with all 4 elements. Yeah. Probably not.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now.
That lies in the bottom.
It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liyue Qixing. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree?
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us. We cannot yield to your wishes.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue 3,700 years ago. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. This is truly no small feat. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
Sounds like it.
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebears, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world, establishing a network of contracts which has since come to be known as trade. But I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
Oh, Ningguang.
We're all on the same
Yet
side.
another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
When there's discord between the gardens and those they were meant to defend, harmony becomes very difficult to restore.
Right! That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing good would come of it.
This is what we learned in the City of Freedom.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
All right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so why not see for yourselves?
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millelith. I have come to extend my thanks to the Adepti. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered as I feared we might be. Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the illuminated Adepti this day.
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat that big monster?
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millelith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. Everyone was there. When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks and loads of things that make the harbor so pretty. Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please come visit us for the next lantern rite.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. It must be hard being an Adeptus.
Sad reacts only.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection, but it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve every little niggling matter. Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the time of contracts between Liyue and its people.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you say so, Cloud Retainer?
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
They listen to what people have said, and they're trying to understand things from their perspective.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror of Demons.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. The city of Liyue has changed much after our long separation. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed the place beyond recognition.
Sounds right.
Fair enough. Away we shall, and return whence we came.
Where'd they go on?
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not simply exploit their power once we depart? In my view, that is still a thing to be guarded against.
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends well, huh?
You can say that again. The Adepti were quite reasonable in the end.
It's nice that we've got peace and all, but we're forgetting one thing. Child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out. But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own. So Rex Lapis never showed up. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death too?
Yes, sounds alright.
Hyman doesn't get it.
Railed.
But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adepti-less rite of parting that we're organizing?
Wait.
No idea where Zhongli's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshen Funeral Parlor.
Let's ask. Alright, now we can transport ourselves over to Wangshan's funeral parlor. That child guy seems like a menace, yet we did not put a complete stop to him. He escaped, he unleashed some ancient deity, and he's still running amok. So what did we really accomplish here aside from nothing? And aside from hitting a dog with some bombs by trying to pet him. I don't know. Can we pet this cat? Come here, kitty kitty. Come here, kitty kitty. No? Oh, this cat is done for. Come here, kitty kitty. No, this cat cannot be petted. And that lady just appeared out of nowhere. Excuse me, fairy lady.
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests.
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here?
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland Bank.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui? Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Golden House. Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the Fatui at a time like this could only mean more trouble.
I don't know. I think he knows exactly
We
what
had
he's doing.
better go and make sure that everything is okay.
Since he and Child were best buddies, I think he knows what's going on here.
La la la.
We're about to find out. Hopefully we're not gonna fight him. We're just gonna say our piece and get on with it. Be like, hey buddy, I missed you. And your rock formation powers. I don't want to talk to you, Vlad. I just want to go in. I'm gonna miss him. Miss him forever. Hopefully, we won't get our butts kicked again. 'Cause my butt needs
You call
some
this
rest.
cooperation between Harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides,
You
aren't you
forgot your
happy that
game
you
man.
got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have
Yes,
enjoyed
I
that.
did, Seth. Yes, I did.
Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And you! You're also one of the Harbingers?
Senora?
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my name.
I'm pretty sure she didn't say that.
Right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
I still have time
No,
to take
don't
it
let her
back.
get to you.
Why not? We already got our
You've
butts
yet
kicked.
to gather the powers of all 7 elements. And our last battle at the Golden House was almost more than you could handle.
Almost.
So it might be best to keep things peaceful this time, seeing that 2 of the Harbingers are here.
No
Well,
dice.
if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you say?
No.
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end.
Where you almost kicked
Nothing
my
personal.
butt.
We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but that's up to you. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind. The Gnosis, please.
I knew it.
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee. For my promise is solid as stone.
Oh no.
How sanctimonious.
I mean, I did have my suspicions.
You're the Lord of Chio?
This guy's too sexy to not be a god.
That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you, and splat! This big dragon falls out of the sky, and all of Liyue goes into an uproar. Talk about a disaster.
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over. That's what he wanted to see, am I right?
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. I witnessed the founding of Liyue, together with the Adepti 3,700 years ago. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to form, and that the end of my time had not yet come. Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your duties. Go ahead and call."
Oh, I understand how that could be offensive, considering that happened to me.
I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, have I already finished my duties?
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer. So I feigned their roles together on the stage that was Liyue.
Let me guess. You got another plan, but in case it all burns
That's
down.
right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Liyue back under control?
Of course, and it would have been all too easy for him too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
I was pleasantly surprised with the finale of the show that you all put on. Why, you even deserved an encore.
Oh.
The Adepti deserve the greatest applause, considering their years of seclusion. They hardly recognized the city, yet faced with such a crisis, they exerted the greatest amount of restraint. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Qixing, but in the end, they even tried to understand the heart of the people. And hats off to the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract, Signora. She managed to keep everything she knew in strict confidence, far from the eavesdropping ears of her colleague child, just as I had requested. All the while, I carried on as Zhongli, and fulfilled the traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. Thank you for walking that path with me, traveler. These things were all a part of my script. The only unforeseen plot twist was the conduct of the Liyue Qixing. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. But when all was said and done, they seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain complete control of Liyue.
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all.
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also that which I longed for the most. As such, this is the best parting gift anyone could have given this god of old.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me? You've practically kept me in the dark.
I got deceived too.
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. The Lord of Geo ought to thank you for your performance, if anything. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo-Archon, Liyue would never have been able to become a dazzling diamond of a city.
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight?
You've really embarrassed yourself this time. But
Be
we were
that as
both
it may,
equally fooled.
you've come out of this as the hero of Liyue. I, on the other hand, will be forever prescribed as a disturber of the peace, no?
Yes.
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zapolyarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa.
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Do as you wish.
Damn. this lady, though.
Now then,
This is me.
is there anything else you wish to ask me?
I'd like to know what the Cryon Archon offer you, and what could possibly be worth a news. I want both of these.
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade. Paimon has no idea what could be a good trade for a Gnosis.
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. If the deal was of no benefit, then I certainly would not be inclined to agree to it. My agreement with the Cryo Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo Archon. My contract to end all contracts. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
Dang. Dang. Been fooled. We've been hassled. And we've been definitely deceived. Cannot believe it. I thought Zhongli and I were friends, but he was just a god using me as a pawn. I do not like that at all. I do not like that one bit. I am no pawn. I am less than a pawn. I'm probably just the board. I don't feel like a pawn at all. Feels more like the board, like, you know, you put your pieces on it, pieces walk all over you. Yeah, that sounds right. But my gosh, my Archon. I gotta get into the habit of saying it correctly. After dust settles, what? Follow up the road.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
Sure would. Gonna have to go and say goodbye. What is this? A book? I'll take it.
So, auto reconfiguration is an essential
Box? I'll take it. More books? Oh, that's just a notice. Never mind. Do we want more books here? Nope. Nope. No books.
Limbs are a requirement for locomotion on land.
Whoop. Oh, wow. Spent all that time going up only to fail and go down. I'm looking for a way up there. Because we can't use the regular means, which is walking up the stairs. That wouldn't make sense at all. Like, walking up the stairs is not what we do over here. We climb walls. Donald Trump ain't got no business here. I'm a wall climber. Yay. Get wrecked, Mr. Wall. Okay, I'm gonna talk to this guy first, because we're supposed to come out of this path.
Oh, well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess it means that those rumors hit the nail on the head.
So Rex Lapis is really... But they didn't catch the culprit, did they?
No.
Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think? I don't think any of the gossip on the streets you hear from those shady types is worth anything. There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow. Youngish, pretty high in rank. I think they called him Child.
The Fatui? They certainly are very suspicious. Who knows what those greedy, crooked folks...
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui catch you in their sights, Rex Lapis won't be around to protect you this time.
So we just make the Fatui look scary with our lives.
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000 years since Rex Lapis subdued it.
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels of the incident with Rex Lapis, too.
Say, do you think the person who assassinated our lord and released that evil god might have been one and the same?
Now that you mention it, that's very possible. Yes, it's very possible indeed. I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex Lapis. Oh, that wicked, black-hearted scoundrel. Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this person possess to be able to do such things? I have never heard of such a person in all my years.
Ah, forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look, the Millilith over there looks like he's about to make an announcement. Let's hear what the Ministry of Civil Affairs has to say first.
That ginger guy sure did a number on the city.
Hear ye all! The Qixing's words. Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return to dust. Gods and Adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. So too must they face divinely appointed trials. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Now, let the truth be revealed. Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. He beseeches the people of Liyue to grieve not and to let not their hearts be saddened. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Qixing's announcement said.
They said that Rex Lapis wasn't murdered, or that he died because of a divine trial. No idea.
So that's how they're spinning it. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Not to mention how this excuse sounds like something they just made up on the spot. Could the Qixing already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands?
That's
exactly,
possible.
right? Ooh, seems like the rite of parting has been going on for a while now. Let's go have a look.
Let's go rightly part them. Firmly grasp it. Madame? I didn't know this mission was gonna be so long.
Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing. Are they saying something? Are there speeches over?
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it is also the end of an era.
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash.
We, the people of
Stocks are
Liyue,
falling.
were indeed prosperous. But blinded by our prosperity, we forgot that time can be pitiless.
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to say farewell. Will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts? As we build a new age of prosperity?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking this way?
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is looking our way!
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young. The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long. Name your price. You deserve that much.
1 kajillion more.
Whoa!
And a whole ass pile of artifacts. And possibly primogems. Yeah, they're not gonna.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Wow, that's the first thing I've heard her say. The first thing I've heard her say the whole damn game. And it's just, hey, put up some missing person posters. Alright.
Rex Lapis. Now that I think about it, if everyone's of the same mind as me, perhaps mementos for Rex Lapis might be the best short-term business opportunity.
Businessman, I'll like it.
Huh. And to think I'd put my best perfume on before coming here, thinking you'd like it. But it seems as if those perfumes really were meant to be offered to Rex Lapis.
Excuse me, miss. Where,
Well, that's fine. Suffer no rivals in love, they say. And that's 3 gone in 1 stroke.
Sounds about right. 1 stroke is usually all it takes. Madam Payne.
As for the mortals and Adepti of Liyue, what shape shall our relationship take from now on?
Is that it? Can I observe the bell? Yes. It is a bell, alright. It is a bell. Can I talk to, kitchen?
Why, you... Were you just trying to look cool earlier, or are you really that selfless? If you were looking for someone, you could have just told me that in private.
But even though she knew, why is she asking for people to help her put posters?
Roping you in was possibly the most masterful move we could have made. I believe that future generations will say so too when our deeds come up for their review.
Yes.
Why, you...
No,
if you were...
You're not the one I wanted to talk to. I wanted to talk to Ganyu over here.
The cleanup of the premises, managing the crowds as they exit, making an account of the rite. There's much that remains to be done. I didn't miss anything, did I?
No, you did not. Right on the dot there. Right on the dot. Observe the kite. Yes. Beautiful. Who took my brother? I ain't remembering. What is this? Observe the perfume. How do you observe perfume? Oh, Mr. Lapis. Here you are. Staring into the nothingness.
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, thinking that they'll never see Rex Lapis again.
Have you seen this, man?
And here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for 3,700 years? Right. If the two of you can spare the time, I should treat you to a meal at the Shinya kiosk.
Did you say food?
Ha! That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout, but you'd have to pay out your nose just to stand inside Shinya kiosk. Are you sure you can afford it?
You're right. I do like the Mora.
You've been this way this entire time. But
why would Morax lack Mora?
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, I should abide by the same rules that mortals do. When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon. So I had to rehearse a little for my new life.
Oh, no wonder! Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spending because you've never had to. But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to try becoming a parasite to society who lives off of other people's credit.
Wow.
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. You don't have to say it like that.
Wow, he got roasted.
In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchange knowledge, memories, and foresight, as well as positions, roles, and lives. The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could, no matter how many times he descended to be with his people. I must thank you for that. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli, traveling the streets of Liyue with you.
It sure
that
was
is
a
true.
fine journey.
But there is no journey that does not end. No meetings without partings.
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue our search for the Seven.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed.
Closed?
Yes. The nation has been closed by order of its deity, the Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before. Raiden?
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of the Inazuma Bakufu, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. It wasn't that bad last year. Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did Inazuma become a closed nation?
Mortal Kombat,
It's because
probably.
of visions.
Because of visions?
Visions?
Oh my god.
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, the gods will look upon them with favor. This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been acknowledged by the gods.
Uh-huh. That's how people in Teyvat see it.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree.
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of a statue of the 1,000-armed, 100-eyed god.
Dang.
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings from the gods?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings that they should be under the sole dominion of divinity.
Whoa, that's harsh.
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems as though she has finally decided to eliminate any unstable elements that could pose a threat to her eternal realm. The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away, will only strengthen her resolve to pursue eternity. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of when proclaiming that decree to her people. 7 ideals for 7 gods, and of these, eternity is nearest unto heaven. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
About the Mora.
That's right. Zhongli, now that you don't have your gnosis, what's going to happen to all the Mora in Teyvat? Since Morax is dead, are they all just gonna disappear? Also, isn't the Golden House the only mint in the entire continent? Will it even continue to work?
The Mora present now will not vanish. But the Golden House will indeed have to cease operations for a lengthy period of time, since creating Mora requires the use of the Geo Archon's power.
This is terrible! We're all about to run out of Mora! The world is coming to an end!
Stocks crashing.
Yes. This is indeed a major issue from a financial standpoint. Well, I suppose we'll just leave such troublesome matters to the Liyue Qixing to debate.
Then, did you at least set some private funds aside for yourself?
Oh, a private fund. This does seem like a good, logical, common-sense idea. It's a shame.
It is a shame.
What's a shame?
It's a shame that I didn't think of it at the time. All right, then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
So about the trial.
That was a good one. Failing a divine trial. How they came up with that excuse, I will never know. That said, the reason why the Qixing were so eager to resolve the incident and stop pursuing the culprit was indeed because they received news in secret that Rex Lapis was not dead. I hinted as much to the Adepti as well. How did I accomplish that, you ask? Have you ever heard of this particularly convenient Adepti art known as gifting dreams and visions?
No.
All right, then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
What about child?
Yeah, about that. Before the Qixing made their announcement, we listened to a lot of people talking on the way. Most of them put the blame for everything on Child.
On ginger guy over here.
These are indeed false accusations. But it remains undeniably true that Child did send people to the Jade Chamber to prevent the Adepti and the Qixing from defeating the ancient god. I've heard that Ningguang is busy milking that for all it's worth on the foreign relations front at the moment, browbeating the envoys of the Fatui. Ha! Those poor Snezhnayan diplomats. If it were not for Child's exalted position as a harbinger, I'm certain that they would have shifted all the blame to him and called for his dismissal by now. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
How about the Liyue Qixing?
The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
Wasn't it the Liyue Qixing
Kuching is
idea?
absolutely right in saying this. Now, though I did laud Ningguang's desire for power, believing this to be a good thing, and thought as a matter of course that she must have been behind the Qixing's plan to take governing power over Liyue from the hands of the gods and Adepti. Could the original person who brought up the idea of seizing power have been... All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
Nothing.
Well then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation. Have patience. I suspect that some serendipity must first come into play.
Like an update? Like the December update? Was it December? I think it was December. 1.2? Is that what you're talking about, sir? Oh, look at that. I got memory of a mobile. I got some more. Some Gnostic Hymn. I got some missions that unlocked. Some missions that I unlocked that I'm not gonna pass today, but I unlocked it. Across the sea. Where across the sea do we have to go? Across which sea? Where are you taking me? Where's the mission? Child? 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 Hello? I don't see it in the map. It was right there. Oh. It deactivated. Yeah, 3 quests over here. Look at that. I'm unlocking just about everything. There you are. Nice. That's exactly where I'm not going, because I'm about to end this stream. Thank you all for watching. It is time for bed. It's been time for bed for a while now. I wonder, before I go, I wanted to see if I got enough primal gems. So look at that. Create a box of lovely jubbly sugar frosted slimes. I did that. The sky's the limit. Sing a song. I did that. Defeat child. I did that. Defeat the overlord of the vortex. I did that. Take part in the rare apparel. And a new star approaches. Completed. Yeah, I don't think I have enough primal gems. I have... Oh. Still have an achievement over here. Challenger Series 2. A cry of regressing by attacking its Corolla. I didn't see no Corolla. And... last thing is just gonna check for the wishes. That's not the wishes. This is the wishes. I don't think I have enough. How much do I have? Yeah, I don't have enough. But I am almost there.
Clee was a brave girl today.
So
I found a really weird looking lizard. Want me to show it to you?
So tomorrow I'll be streaming some Spider-Man. I'm excited about that. I want to play Spider-Man for a while. And nothing better than Spider-Man in New York, Puerto Rico, because I'm playing that new Miles Morales game. So I will see you all on the next video. And thank you for watching. Bye bye.